Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Oh hey, it's Lorne. What's going on? Yeah, you can be here for a little while. Hooray! Right. We're actually good to go for once. Even though I started 16 minutes late. But I'm here, and I'm alive. So, baby steps, right? How's it going? How you been? What up, my dudes? What's going on? Nugget and Arenis, what's going on? Everybody's here. Everybody's getting here. Working on it. Alright. Making bread. What kind of bread? Just regular bread? Or like a kind of bread? Make it supper before work. Hey, that works. Gotta make your dinner sometime. You gotta eat before you go to work. I've been going through this cool torturous experience where I've decided that I don't want to have as much sugar in my diet anymore, so I started, a couple months back, I actually started doing it. I tried to cut back how much sugar I ate, but the problem is that, like, I could tell myself, okay, the only sugar you get today is gonna be, 2 Oreos for a dessert. But the problem with that is that then I go, well, what's stopping me from having 3 Oreos? And so I finally decided that for 1 week, just 1 week, just to see if I can do it, I'm gonna go an entire week without eating any processed sugar, so I can have stuff like grapes. I can have, like, natural sugar, like, from eating fruit, but no, like, candy or cookies or cake or anything like that. None of that for a whole week. Just a week, just to see if I can do it. And if I can make it to Friday, I'm gonna give myself a peanut butter cup. But, just for a week. And it's lots of fun. Hey, pretty! Okay, you don't have sound, but hi anyway. It's these little rolls that are filled with a paste of apples, pine nuts, raisins, and currants. I've never heard of anything like that before. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm on day 3 of, this is day 3 of no sugar, and I'm kind of dying a little bit. Feel like shit. Mostly. And it kind of sucks. Yeah, do it. Post the pictures in the Discord. I want to see it. The sugar withdrawal is real. My body is not happy with me. Happy Tuesday, guys. We're doing it. We're doing the most. We're doing our best. We're making it to Wednesday. My roommate's asshole cat also ate a little bit of the dough, so I'm kind of low-key freaking out, hoping he doesn't die. Oh no. I guess I should... there's probably, like, a list somewhere you can find of, like, things that are deadly to cats. I doubt anything in your dough would be dangerous to him. Might make him sick and make him throw up, but I don't think it'll kill him. I'm totally gonna forget, but I have to upload the picture that's my desktop background right now to my website and put it in my portfolio. So don't let me forget that. Like, somebody at the end of the stream remind me that I have to upload a picture to my portfolio. So it would depend on the type of dough, so long as it doesn't contain chocolate, yeah. I think even chocolate, won't, like, immediately kill them, you know? It's not like poinsettias, for example, are, like, extremely toxic and can cause a reaction right away, whereas, like, chocolate, it's not good for them, certainly, but it's not, like, immediately deadly. I mean, like, my dad's dog, which I know dogs are a little different than cats, but, like, my dad's dog, little Cocker Spaniel, ate an entire bag of Hershey's Kisses, including the wrappers, and she didn't even come close to dying. She also ate a test tube, like, test tube, not like a test tube, one of those little glass vials you get with, like, the saltwater and freshwater test kits. She ate one of those. That was fun. Thanks, Locutus! Meant, like, after this. I still appreciate your enthusiasm. Oh, that's because I have the history book. Dough had alcohol, yeast, raw egg, and 2 types of dairy products. Oh, geez. Yeah. That's true. You don't put a lot of that stuff in the dough. Unless she's allergic. Yeah. I mean, some cats are, like, allergic to wheat and stuff. Or grains. Luckily, my cat's not, but I still feed her grain-free. Because if she ever develops that allergy, then I'm gonna have to try to get her to eat something else. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I have an idea where I want to. Let's draw his legs real quick. You'd be surprised what kind of things animals can eat and not get, like, in trouble. Get themselves in trouble doing, you know? You could hand me a list of all things that, like, dogs could eat, and, like, things that would kill a dog if they ate them, and then I could tell you, like, 80% of them my dog has probably eaten. Not because we wanted her to, or because we fed them to her because we were stupid or something, it's just because she gets into everything. Yeah, alcohol has a pretty low, I guess that's the boiling point, so it evaporates pretty easily. Even before you bake it, it'll lose a little bit of its alcoholic nature as it sits. Dairy products mostly just fuck up their kidneys, like, over time, but it's not, like, an instant. My mom used to give my cats, growing up, she used to give them, like, her bowl of milk after she was done with cereal, and after a while, they developed kidney problems. It was, like, just kind of the... That was kind of just the natural progression of that. My cat, by the way, has found, she has rediscovered my Stingray plush, and she's now sitting on my bookshelf just... It's adorable, and I love her. Takes a fair amount to do that. Yeah. I keep an eye on the cat, just in case, you know? But I don't think it'll kill. You gotta try pretty hard to kill a cat. I think probably age and, like, normal, just their health in general probably would contribute quite a bit. He was a stray for a couple years, so I'm sure he ate all kinds of shit. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, as a stray. Crazy experience with the cats. Had a cat with kidney renal failure, had a cat with diabetes, had a cat, now another with blood pressure issues, and I had a cat with thyroid issues. Oh my gosh. Poor cats. I imagine it's not anything that was your fault, cats. That just happens with them sometimes. But, oh, poor babies. You want to know how dedicated we are to our pets? That last one with the thyroid probably dropped $1,000 for a vet trip on him. Oh my gosh. Sure love your babies. Fur babies. Couple months back when Steve got sick, I had to go through the same thing. I took him to the vet and they were like, we could do all this stuff. And I was like, or you could not because he's an axolotl. We don't know what it could be, so we could do an x-ray and an ultrasound. And I'm like, yeah, how much is that going to cost me? Because I'm not dropping $1,000 on an axolotl. I'm sorry. A 200-mile one-way trip, geez. Dedication right there. I'm actually gonna draw this. We're doing a lot of editing and adjusting on this one, I've noticed. They nuked the cat? What does that even mean? Trying to figure out how she would... I really wanted to put the foot up on the table, but I can't really figure... Or up on the chair, but I can't figure out how it would rest. Kind of like... What part here? Still has to... But still... Oh, you know what we could do? Here, let's do this the easy way. Like doing things with anthro legs that they're not supposed to be able to do, okay? I know I'm making this hard on myself, but like, Jesus. Oh, it's so much fun to bend the legs and make them, like, sit in positions that look really human, I guess. Probably not gonna be able. Okay, we're just gonna put her leg on the ground. We're just gonna do it normal, like. Got, like, back and heel. Back foot, and you have to draw it again. I drew the chair different, so... Alright. Been him for like 17 years and he was a special kitty. Aw. All kitties are special kitties. Pretty special in their own way. Kitties are good. My fingers are burned a bit, but my impatient ass now has bacon. Hooray! You have achieved bacon. I honestly stopped making bacon in a pan. Can you not? She has this thing where she thinks she's allowed to lay on my laptop. Spoiler alert, she's not. I was gonna say, I stopped making my bacon in a pan because it was too messy, and I started just baking it in the oven, and it comes out pretty much just as good. I don't know how you guys make bacon, but I've started making it in the oven. I couldn't find the tongs, so I picked it out of the pan. Oh. Yeah. That was maybe not the smartest idea, but you have bacon now, so I guess it all worked out in the end. How did you go into bacon prep mode without tongs? You just forgot about the tongs? Like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll probably only die a little. Always gotta prep before cooking. You always forget, yeah. Sometimes I do too. I don't know what she's building, but she's building it, so don't worry about it. That's a cool tangent that I made, and it's great. Like those times you start making something and realize you don't have all the ingredients. Yeah, oh my god, I do that all the time. Usually it's because I thought I had enough. Like I thought I had all of them and then I didn't. Oh, you're gonna make me draw your leg, aren't you? Alright. Doing it. Doing the most. Here we go. Draw these goddamn legs again. Leg. Leg. Transient, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Let's just have dry cereal, it won't kill you. I'd watch him pour out cereal and try to stuff it back in the box because there's no milk. Oh, thanks, dude. I'm trying my best. For some reason, this particular commission's been giving me a lot of trouble, and I don't know why. I think I'm putting too much thought into it. He has webbed toes, doesn't he, Nugget? Yeah, okay. Strange bendy limbs have vexed the artsy axolotl. Yeah, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this commission. It's not even the subject matter, because the subject matter I've drawn, like, you know, I've drawn Nugget's characters a lot of time, like, you know, quite a few times. Not the characters. It's just for some reason I am struggle busting with this particular piece of art. But it's okay. I think I've got it. I think I got all of it. You draw tails very nice. They always look like they lay naturally and taper nicely. No lumpy tail. I always try to draw the tails in one go. And I like to put a flat edge on them somewhere. You know, I like to find places to put a flat edge on. So they look like they're laying on the ground. You would definitely confuse the shit out of me if you did that to me. Okay, fine, start it. Also, hi Kish, what's going on? Yeah, you would definitely just, I would just lose. That would be it. Ah, it's Ryarkra! What's going on, friend? Actually, they'll come down here. Come on, come on, tail. Come on, tail. There you go. That's what I wanted. Maybe not enough. Alright, we're gonna undo that tail. I'm gonna do it all on a different layer. It's gonna be on its own layer now, so that I can erase the pieces I want to keep. His tail comes from like here. This is the only time you'll ever catch me doing that thing where you draw a line 8 times and you never pick one. Not much, just kind of poking in while my phone internet is behaving. Yay! Looking forward to Thursday's stream. Glad I can finally watch this one. Hooray! I don't know if you were here, but I colored your babies. I don't remember what day that was, but I did it. I just have to do highlights and then they're done. Unless, of course, you want me to change any color. But, yeah, that's them. I could send that to you if you hadn't seen it before. I couldn't really remember, if I'm honest. Actually, I could probably handle a lumpy tail. I could probably figure it out. Peek to the recording. Oh, good. Yeah, I finally was like, the other day I realized I haven't actually been exporting my videos to YouTube, and I was like, dang it, I have to do that. So I did. So I need to make the title cards for the last, like, week's worth of streams and throw them up on YouTube, but I didn't get around to it. I was kind of busy having a crisis of some sort. Okay. Think we finally completed the line art. Have fun with your bread. Make it delicious. Alright, Nugget, what do you think? You look good? Rod's at 45 minutes late with Pepsi. I'm here. Good. Excellent. Welcome. Welcome. What more commissions do I have to do? I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing one? Oh, because I already finished Kuro's. That's what it was. I was looking at my desktop thinking, I only have 3 commissions. That's weird. I guess we'll throw some color on this one. That seems like a thing to do. Not fill it in with black, though, so I can... Doing. Shading this is going to be interesting. Can you maybe not be contiguous? Thanks. I don't know what that means, but I don't need it. I don't need that sort of negativity in my life. Let's chuck some color on this here bad boy. Finally, I'm reaching the color stage of this commission. It's been 43 years. Where are you guys? I could completely overload you with commissions. You totally could. Definitely believe you. Alright, let me grab some references off my other computer to grab some colors off of. Four score and 3 years. Question nugget. You have color reference for Lazel. Lazel? I have already forgotten where you put the stress on that. Or do you want me to use the one from last time I did him? I only need 63 commissions right now. Oh, that's not that many. What do you need 63 commissions for? How do you have 63 ideas? I have like 4 ideas. Fine too. I need a new tile set for my game. Oh, gotcha. How big are the tiles? Oh, that actually reminds me. I never updated my character sheet. Or my, I never updated my, You are not asleep, you are alive! Maya is here! I updated my price sheet, my commission price sheet. All the prices stayed the same. I just updated the artwork because it's been a little while since I put new artwork on it. And I also added, Discord emotes. Or not Discord emotes, Twitch emotes, because that seemed to be a fairly popular thing. That tiles are 128 by 128. I mean, I could work something out with you. If that's something y'all are looking for. Welcome to the world of the living. How's it going? Okay, sound good. I like how I've been complaining about how I have too much work to do and that I'm tired all the time, but then somebody's like, I need a commission, and I'm like, okay! Like, that's fine! It happens every time. Every time I decide I want to take a break from commission, somebody's like, okay, but I really want to make artwork, and I'm like, that idea sounds so cool, and now I have to do it. That's called a tangent, friends. You can't do tangents. Tangents are bad. Don't do tangents. Kill the tangents. Move them from me. We have feels about being awake. They are not good feels, or they weren't. But then I remembered it's Tuesday, so you can watch me stream. According to the internet, Haya should be asleep. Means you got a lot of passion for what you do. Sometimes my passion burns me out a little bit, but... yeah, I suppose so. I might actually seriously need to take a break from for a little while, though. I am a little bit burnt out, if I'm honest. Like, I think when I'm done with Dispatch, which I'm hoping is gonna be either... well, it's not gonna be... but, if... You know, I'm kind of hoping that this batch of commissions I might have done by Thursday, and then I might just wait until next Thursday or something to reopen, just give myself a couple of days to rest. That way we can do some world building stuff too, because I really wanted to work on my murder noodles. I haven't gotten to draw any world building stuff for a while, and it makes me sad. Gotta get those murder noodles done so you guys can do fan art if you want. Plus, we need more Dai and Slass, so... Can't ever have too many of them. Murder noodles. Yes. The murderiest noodles. You change their eyes so that they have an iris? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, so you want her pupil to have, like, ring around. What do your artsy eyes see? You? Oh, okay, so the iris kind of collapses with it? Oh, so his eyes shouldn't really be slits either. I thought they were all slit. Apparently it's been longer since I drew your characters than I thought it had been. I am familiar with Lord of the Rings. I was trying to make I was gonna try to make a reference, and then I got confused. I knew what you were referring to. That one I do know. I'm not that much of an uncultured swine. I was trying to think of a witty way to include the response that Legolas gives, but I could not remember. I do like all the images you sometimes see on Tumblr explaining how elf eyes are like periscopes. And it's pretty funny. They're taking commissions to Isengard, yes. I think even if I didn't know things, I think that's a reference everybody gets. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. Alright, I'm guessing he's still the same colors as the original, it's just his face is different now. Like, his body type's different. You got it. I like the Spelunky music. You guys playing any cool games lately? Working on any, finish any games? I haven't really been keeping track of any, like, new things that are coming out. Excited for anything? Still Guild Wars. Ah, you can't go wrong with Guild Wars, though. Guild Wars is so good. Gotta play some Battletech. I had to do the new Guild Wars continent? Yeah. Same. Oh, content. Not continent. I can read, don't worry. I'm fine. Been catching up on achievements. I haven't played the current story yet. I keep getting distracted on, like, Living World stuff. I don't know. Sucks because I'm gonna told. It's fine. Still fun. The original fighty giant robots before Pacific Rim. Remember when their ear fins used to be tiny? Come so far. Oh, Ryarkro, I'm sorry. Your internet and your phone are just not having it. I have been otherwise doing things. Gotta do things. Fun fact, I never actually did the story mode of Dungeon of Ara. I've actually never technically completed the main storyline. I know what happens, I just never technically finished it. I think they fit, but I like them better big. I don't know. Since they have all these parts to glide with, I think it makes sense for them to have big ears. But the little ear fins, I think, were fine too. Giant war machines make you feel like a god when you step in a tank and squish it. Yes. You should finish that. I should finish that. You are correct. I should finish. touch that. I forgot his webbing. You could easily do that dungeon with like 2 people. Yeah. I don't think I just think I never got around to it. And then other stuff started happening and we started doing the other like other things and I never got back to it. I love that you guys sometimes come just for the chat. That makes me so happy. Oh, thanks. Look how far she's come. She doesn't even have legs anymore. Sometimes we bite each other, but you know, axolotls. Yep. Exactly right. Remember when Arius was it a sea snake monster? Yep. Yeah, she doesn't even have legs anymore. She's there. Doing her best. Gonna be sad at the Scourge nerf? Is the Scourge nerf? I don't know what that is. Is that a Guild Wars thing? So sometimes I find on, like, especially pieces that are more elaborate like this, you start finding little things that don't make any sense as you're working on it. Especially in areas like this where there's a high concentration of lines. You know, stuff starts to not... Oh, it's an elite class for Necromancer. Interesting. I don't use that one. Guess I don't think I use that one. I use whatever the other one is. I use Reaper. That's the one I use. I think I have it, I just don't think I use it. Yeah, I use Reaper. I don't know. I like being able to turn into a big ghost. This is Dez and Troy. When you bring them together, you get destroyed. Yes. The true hero. I liked Reaper, but OMG Scourge is just... Oh, the jacket's still super long? Oh, okay. In that case. Stop what I'm doing. Fix. I fix. Doesn't go down past this though, so I can actually just do that and that'll be fine. Nope, that is not hard to fix. Really? When a Scourge enters the battlefield, things just burn to death. Is it better for, like, PvP? Is that what I'm understanding? I don't really know too much about Scourge. I haven't gotten to witness too much of it. Try out some of its abilities since you have Path of Fire now. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's getting nerfed. It was good for everything. Focus for pattern. Not get. Okay, there we go. Underwater combat update was today, and it's really nice they made the underwater fractal go super fast. Hooray! Things suck a little less in the underwater part. Underwater combat always sucked in that game. I mean, at least they had it, but like... You could maybe try to make that a little worse. General idea behind Scourge is that it did a lot of fire damage and torment damage, would basically rip any and all boons off your enemies to turn into torment. Interesting. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're making underwater combat better so we can all go after Steve, the final boss of Guild Wars 2. Spoiler alert. We would have to walk to you while being tormented. Jeez. Yeah, that seems a little OP. I don't know, I like my minions too much. That's my issue with trying to play, like, anything else in Guild Wars, is that, like, I don't want to give up my minions. I had minions in the first game, and I loved them. Minions are fantastic. They have their own minions. More like sentries. So in the first Guild Wars, I don't know if any of you guys played the first Guild Wars, but in the first Guild Wars, you could have like almost an unlimited number of minions. And I just realized I forgot his back. Does he still have the back fins? I don't remember seeing them in your art you sent, but maybe I missed it. They put this much focus on underwater combat. It makes me wonder if that would be more in coming expansions. I wouldn't mind if that was a way why they improved it. He does not. Okay. Maybe they're gonna explore more of the northern areas, and like maybe talk about those fish people a little more. What are they called? I don't remember. You know what I'm talking about. The ones with the blue wings. Largos. Those. And it was an L. Those are supposed to be what his wings turned into, but I just removed them entirely since he's a different type of Johorty. Gotcha. Yeah, the Largos. I'm wondering if they're gonna do more with those guys. I know they're not gonna do it, but I still want another race so bad. Right, you want him to have a blue swirly pattern like that on that. Oh my god, my cat's asleep, kicking her foot, and she's so cute. Now would be the perfect time for me to go get the toothbrush and try to brush her teeth up, but not fear, friend Nugget. Off of this just so I can see it and friend Nugget. You are friend Nugget. His face like that. Airplane. Trust me that I have a plan. Not fret. I shall do my best. Are there any cool games coming out? I'm mostly waiting on a lot of stuff for the Switch that's coming out towards the end of the year, I think. Or things that don't have an announcement date yet. I haven't heard too much about anything new that's coming out. Just because I don't watch TV. I just don't see any advertisements for games as much, which seems weird. I suppose when you have Guild Wars, it's all you really need, so... You get yourself one game that you can play pretty much endlessly, just forever. New Battlefield. I'm not surprised. Battlefield will not die. They make too much money. Do you want this to just be on the light blue part, or do you want it to go onto his belly too? I'm gonna tone it down so it's not quite so dark in a minute. I just need to be able to see where I'm drawing. Ooh, what is Mech Warrior 5? That sounds awesome. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Battlefield used to be a good game. Arguably, Battlefield 4 is not bad either. None on his belly. Okay, so I'll stop it at the 1. I had to clean it up a little bit. Is this something that's caused by him using water magic? This pattern that's on his skin? The reason why Battlefront was so terrible, because it was a huge Star Wars project and EA's executives saw the $sign. I heard that was kind of, I heard that was just kind of a chaotic mess anyway. Cleaned. Other colors in there. Other than MechWarrior Online, a MechWarrior game hasn't been made in over a decade. Wow. Coming back. Ready to go. Loot crates were a huge scandal. Yeah, I can't believe that they even tried that. To be perfectly honest, I'm shocked that they even thought they could get away with that. And that nobody would be mad about it. Like, even if it was stupid that people got mad about it, like, I still can't believe they thought they weren't gonna get people, like, that people weren't gonna get mad at them about it. Knock that down a bit. Base. How's that look? Is that kind of what you were hoping for? Loot crates have more or less been in games for years. Yeah, they have been. You're right. Cool. All right. Let me just get her. Let me get her goggles real quick. Hey, camera. How do you want the straps to be? I think the problem is that it seems like they and other companies are depending more and more on loot boxes. Yeah, like it's not just like a supplementary thing anymore. Like they are totally relying on it. Yeah, it's sort of weird. I don't know. Like in some cases, I like the idea of a loot box, especially since you can like. Especially if they're the kind of loot box where you can win, like, things that are retired, because it gives people who weren't around when the game first came out a chance to get items that are retired. But on the other hand, I can see how people would get mad about it, and it is kind of a money sinkhole. Perhaps her brown a little darker than her color. There you go. Microtransactions are a good thing. Yeah, I think they are. I don't mind microtransactions at all. Lift the back. With microtransactions are another thing that's kind of like, you know, it really depends on the company who's doing it. Because, like, Guild Wars 2 has microtransactions, and you don't have to buy stuff. You know, you don't have to buy things from the gem store. You can if you want to. I think that's kind of nice to give people that option, you know? Now, to be fair, some of the junk in the Guild Wars 2 gem store is complete garbage, and I don't know why you would actually spend real money on it, but that's besides the point. Oh, the bit between the eyes is all. Normally I would make that, actually I would normally make that part red, but like when I make goggles like that, I always make that. I can do brown. People don't seem to understand that the price of PC games has only gone up like $10 in a decade. Yeah. I think microtransactions give a good opportunity to have free games that you can pay for if you want to. Like, anytime I get a free cell phone game, like, for example, Animal Crossing. The Animal Crossing game on mobile is totally free. You do not have to buy anything, and they don't do anything that kind of makes you want to buy the microtransactions. You know, it's not like you reach a point where you either have to wait an entire day to do something, or you have to buy, you know, gems or whatever. Like, you don't really have to buy the gems at all. And I did. I bought some, it's actually called Ash or something. But I bought some because I like the game a lot and I wanted to support them. You know, and even in Guild Wars also, you know, I need some copper colors. Yeah, keep the price down and allow people to pay money for what they like. I buy a lot of cosmetics from the gem store because I'm a bit of an RPer and I like to build my character. And see, that's, you know, it's totally, you know, your prerogative. I don't have to go earn that stuff in game if I don't want it. You can go buy it if you want. If I don't feel like I need a cosmetic thing, I don't have to. And I think that's cool. I think that's a cool thing that Guild Wars is doing, being a free game, is that, like, you don't have to buy stuff if you don't want to. And the flip side also keeps people from spending money on things they don't like. Yeah. And? Part of the box. The only part that's gonna touch her. Yeah, and so, like, You know, I'll buy stuff from the gem stores on mobile games if I like the game. I like to support the developers. You know, a lot of the mobile games I play are like, you know, independent developers, and so I like to support them. That's the problem with loot crates. Random chance for something you don't actually want, a small chance for the thing you do want. I'd rather be just outright buy the thing I want for more. Yeah, I sometimes feel like that too. Like, I wish I could just have the thing I want and I would pay a little extra. Yeah, that's the one. My concern is the precedent they've set with this whole scandal with EA. My question is how far are people going to push remove spending from games? Yeah. I don't like this idea that people think that games need to be free. You know, nothing is free. If it's free, it's garbage. Don't expect it to be free. You know, pay money to the people that you like so that they can make you more thing. I almost forgot I had to color the chair. That's to make the colors faster. Seen a few instances where they've expressed that this is the only tip of the iceberg. I thought that the whole issue with Battlefront was that they were advertising it as a whole game, but you really had to buy a DLC to even get to, like, the meat of the game. I thought that was their whole scandal. I also wasn't really paying that much attention to it, because, you know, not that I don't like Star Wars, but I don't really know anything about Star Wars, so... Okay, wait, I'm gonna put that there just for... I don't remember what my plan was here. Microtransactions go, all companies make much less money and don't put out quality content other than the living story thing where you gotta pay for it. Everything I've seen ANET do with Guild Wars has been great. Yeah, for sure. I think the way they're handling the living world stuff's a little weird. I don't know. I've never really been a fan of that where you have to, like, pay $10 for more story. If you missed it, you know, I don't really care for that, but I think I'm maybe in the minority on that, which is odd. But I don't know. I've just never... I really found that appealing. I remember what my plan plan was with this. I thought it was $10 per Living World expansion. Am I incorrect in saying that? I thought you had to buy each season individually. Actually, the thing that the thing that bothers me about Guild Wars micro, like the only thing that bothers me about their gem store is the increments in which you can buy gems, because everything in the gem store is a round number of gems, so it's like 500 gems, 200 gems, 2,000 gems. It's like a round number, but you have to buy the gems in 600. Like, you can't buy them in an even number, so it's not like you could buy 1,000 gems and buy 2 things. You could buy 1,000 gems and buy 1 thing, and then not have enough for something else. Each Living World expansion is 200 gems. You get 800 for $10. Oh, okay. I didn't actually know that. Alternatively, you can just log in when they release them and save them for later, but it doesn't help with old stuff. Well, and sometimes, like, for example, the one I missed that was for the beginning of Path of Fire, when that Living World happened, I was getting ready to move out to Missouri, I think, and so I didn't even log into Guild Wars for, like, a whole month. Like, I wasn't even paying attention. Also, hi! I love you too. You're back. What kind of... It's a marketing tactic. Oh, it's totally a marketing tactic, and I hate it. I know they do that on purpose, and I hate it. Because in order to buy a mount skin, which is 2,000 gems, you have to buy $35 worth of gems, and you end up with too many gems. And it's stupid, and I hate it. I know why they do it. That's the only thing that's literally, it is such a minor thing, you know? Like, Guild Wars' gem stop is pretty good. You know, they're fine. Their prices are alright. Oh my god, the mount skins are so ridiculous. Yeah, some of that stuff I'm like, oh yeah, you can pay $10 for that, that's fine. Oh, I can pay $20 for that, but like, $35 for a mount skin? Guild Wars, what are you doing? You tried. Wargaming does well. Oh, hey, it's a foxtrot. What's going on? Nugget, what kind of, lab do they, like, it's kind of a futuristic setting, so I kind of went with, like a black metal look for the tabletop, but, like, what kind of, like, interior would she have in her lab? Would it be, like, a regular, her workshop? Would it be, like, a regular, like, basement workshop? Where it's, like, concrete floor and concrete wall? Or does she have more, like, futuristic-y looking? I just need some color ideas, I think. I'm not gonna go too crazy with a background. I think I'm gonna just do, like, a shape for the floor and then a shape for the background and mostly just put in, like, some fades and stuff. I just need an idea for color. Like, is it more like a dark gray, light gray, something else? Also, they once charged like $10 for a swim speed boost. Oh, Lord. Piece of shit. It would be aboard a ship, so metal walls and stuff and some pipes. Okay. So probably more steampunk-ish type of deal, where it's more like these kind of colors, these coppers and golds and silvers, or is it more like all silvers? I don't know what kind of ship it is. Spaceship. Gotcha. So probably a lot of blacks and whites, then. So I should actually probably change that tabletop to a different color, then. Not wood. So maybe black metal and, like... Ship is made of bones and swear words. Yes. Beautiful. Could be a luxury yacht. Oh. Maybe she asked for a real wood counter. Maybe she wanted an actual wood counter for her lab and her spaceship. No, I can make it a metal counter. I actually guess I should have maybe asked about that before I actually just went and did it. It'll lay in some colors. I don't know why I did it that way. Fair tool. That spaceship looks hella derpy. Would you want the inside of the spaceship to look like that sans wooden floors, though? Like that kind of like stark white metal, black metal type of deal? Or do you want her to have wood floors? I'm gonna lay some colors in real quick just to put the where I'm gonna put the background panels. Right. Wood floor sounds cool. Hey, there you go. Found an unused Subway gift card. Beautiful. What else do you need from life? Just free Subway. That game looks amazing, by the way. Oh yeah, that is really cool. Oh, Foxtrot! Thank you for the sub! Welcome to the Substack. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. What I wanted, but back a little. And now you have the cute little heart axolotl. Look at you. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Here's what my plan is, right? So, I can put some details in there and whatever. Whoa. Back. Probably the best ship design in the game. It's cool. I like it a lot. I'll see you later, Lauren. Glad you could stop by for a little bit. Throw some shadows in there when I get to that point. Okay. like Normandy mixed with a James Bond yacht. It kind of is. Alright. Let's get some color on these guys, or some shadows on these guys real quick, I guess. I got 15 minutes, so... I think, since I have 15 minutes left, I think what I'll do is I'll throw some shadows on everybody, just everybody's piece. I'll just jump into everyone's work and just throw shadows in, and then next time we can go through... Oh yeah, his eyes are still yellow. Just yellow, I mean... I got the light coming down from a little bit behind, but also maybe a little bit on top, so it's all back. Quick, it's gonna be really dark for a minute while I do this. Any ideas? I don't know what color eyes they usually have. Arch trick, yeah. Usually I will go I'll use this method for coloring and shading, which is to just smear in colors and then clean it up later. That way my shadows are consistent and I'm not focusing on one area for too long. Green eyes? Okay, I can do it. Green would make sense since he's kind of watery. I associate the color with water sometimes. Depends on what shade it is, but I think it works. Kind of define the areas where the light is not hitting, and that helps a lot. And then you just drop the transparency down so that it's not heavy. And voila. Got concept. Concept colors. Save. There you are. Alright, so tomorrow I'll clean up the colors on that. But let's go chuck some colors on... Let's go chuck some colors on, or shadows on everybody else's real quick. Aw, thanks. Doing my best. Actually, let me show you another method I use for shading. It doesn't work as well for something like this, but I'll show you. So basically what I do, I fill an entire layer with the color. So you fill the whole layer with the color that you want to use for your shadow. You can always adjust it later if you want. So I usually clip it to a base. I clip it to a base, right? And then you set it to multiply, and it darkens everything. And then what you can do is take your eraser and erase out parts where the light's hitting. So like, On him, obviously, if the light's coming, you know, say the light's coming from the top left, let's actually do, if the light's coming from the top left to the bottom right, you know, the front of her nose is gonna be touched by the light. Go. Top of her muzzle's gonna be touched by the light. Eye a little bit because it's round. And you might want to grab a little bit of the eyebrow here just so it's not so dark. Definitely her cheeks. You know, her cheeks are popping up, so they'll catch a little bit of light. Chin, you know, the front of her ears, and maybe a little bit of this part too. And you just kind of erase out the shadows. It doesn't work as well for, like, smaller pieces like this because you kind of don't need that many shadows for something like this. You don't need a direct, dramatic pin light for something like this, but obviously the light's gonna hit her back. It's gonna hit this part of the tail. It might hit the inside of this part of the tail. And then you just erase out, and you kind of look at the forms, look at the shapes. You know, her shoulder's kind of round, so maybe a little bit of this part. Might bring it down. You kind of have to fake a couple parts of it, you know, like, technically this part might not be in shadow, but... I also like to do rim lighting, which is, like, so maybe if there's an object behind them, the light would be reflecting off of this object and hitting this part of her tail. So by giving, like, her heel a little bit of rim light, it makes the object look even more 3D, because the light's kind of wrapping around her body. Actually, under the chin right here is a great spot for it, because the light would be bouncing off the bottom of her arm and hitting her neck. And then if you're not happy with the shadow color, I actually really like this color, but if you want to change the color of the shadows, you can just do adjustment, hue, saturation, and just drag the slider, and it changes the temperature. You can darken it a little bit, mess with the colors, and get whatever color shadows you want. I'm gonna actually stick with that gray I have, though, because I kind of like it. Yeah, hopefully that helps you guys. That's how I used to shade like that for a while on smaller pieces, or like pieces that were supposed to be mostly informational. I kind of just go with the flow. I kind of just, you know, I just draw it in wherever I like, because I kind of know where shadows go now. I don't method as much. I use this a lot more for big pieces that have a dramatic light source or have a specific light source. Whereas this doesn't really have necessarily a specific light source, but it kind of does. It's just not as specific as maybe, like... Oh my god, they're on LSD. Yes, they're flashing. You know, they don't need a dramatic light source. I'm gonna do it in, because I can, but... Because we're here now and we're talking about it. This way you kind of look at the forms, though, and you can, like... Very welcome. I'm not a great teacher, but if you guys ever have questions about stuff, and it's always easier for me to draw it than it is for me to tell it, so if, you know, you ever want me to try to show you guys anything, I'm more than happy to try. If I were more eloquent in my speaking ability, I would maybe try to do, like, little anatomy lessons for you guys, but I'm not, like, great at anatomy, but I know some things and some little trick stuff, but I'm not good at the talking part. Constant stream of questions, and I'm always doing my best to help. Watching them take shape is actually pretty wicked, right? Yeah, it's kind of fun. Here, I'll do it on high end. Probably need it. Kind of like sculpting, you know? Asking questions is good. Never stop asking questions. Always good to question. There is always a point where you have to kind of just, you know, do it. We're having that struggle at work right now. Everything's not iconic enough, but sometimes you got to take a step back. You know, I learned that really early on in my art career. You know, when I was in college, I was trying so hard to find a style, and I had to have a style, and it wasn't, you know, you look at something like Disney, and it has a style, and you look at something like Adventure Time, and it has a style, and why don't I have a style? And I stopped chasing it. I stopped chasing a style. I just started making artwork. I made it the way I like to make it, and I did the best that I could with everything, and if it wasn't exactly right, I posted it anyway. And somehow you guys all ended up here. So I must have done something right. You know? So that's something kind of topical that we're struggling with at work a little bit. And sometimes you gotta do it. Nugget's physical form is a ball of questions, like a ball of yarn, but questions. You are circling. A distinctive style. See, I don't think I do. I think my style. I've found certain things in my style that I go, okay, yeah, that's definitely something I do specifically. But I don't think I have a distinctive style. But I think every artist does that. Yeah, styles kind of happen. Iconicness happens. You know, you don't make something iconic. You don't make something stylized. You know, something becomes that. Stylized a little, maybe to a lesser degree. Just like, you know, anytime you draw something that isn't, you know, totally normal, you know, I'm gonna draw a realistic sketch of a human, you've stylized it. That's maybe to a lesser degree on stylized, but I suspect style happens in art like it does in writing. It just develops and you don't even realize it. Yeah, certainly. You just kind of, it just one day you're kind of like, hey, you know what, I do kind of do this a certain way. It helps to, actually, one thing that helped me a little bit was to analyze other people's, styles and to see what it was about their style that made it their style. You know, do they draw lips a certain way? Do they draw hands a certain way? Do they draw bodies a certain way? Just in general, do they, you know, handle color a certain way? And once you've done that, you can do that same thing with your own style. You know, I had to do that a little bit. Whoop, Stardew. Just tends to not turn out quite the way you want it. That's the hard part, is developing the consistency. I'm still not that great at being consistent with my characters. I still look at multiple characters who are all supposed to be the same person, and it's like, oh. I struggle a lot with consistency. I'm really good at drawing a thing like one time. So the whole world building project has been an awesome experience just because I've had to draw the same thing many times, and, you know, I'm learning how to do pop up shadow in there. Have a reflected light from the light bouncing off of his onto his chin. I'll do it on this one too. So if I have the light coming down, again, left to right. Big forehead. Your forehead's really... Forehead always gets a big amount of light. There's this little patch right here between your eyebrows that also sticks out a little bit. The spot in the middle, not so much. I usually shaded it. I usually highlight it anyway, just because it looks funny if you don't. In linear style, but you know, that part and that part. Your cheeks also protrude out, so you want to get lights them. A chin, for sure. And then you just go through and you grab, you know, kind of blend. In a style like this, you have to go in and kind of make adjustments. Yeah, technically come down the side of the nose here, but it looks funny if you don't, so... Technically, the light wouldn't touch all the way over. It does now, because it looks funny if you don't. The light's there. And then here you go, here's that. So the light is coming from the top left, bottom right. It's hitting this part of his hair. Oh, Pretty, thanks for the subscription. Oh, you're great. Welcome to the stack. Now you have the heart guy. The light's hitting the hair here, so the light is also bouncing back a little bit, and it's hitting the underside of his jaw. Bit too. If you guys have access to a local library or have access to like 20 bucks in Amazon, there's this awesome book called Color and Light. The front cover has a dinosaur of some kind. That is a really good book if you want to learn shading and lighting. Because it doesn't just go into, this is how you shade a form, this is how you shade a face. It actually explains how light works, and it's just a really so if you have like 20 bucks in Amazon, it's a good thing to have in your library. If you don't have 20 bucks in Amazon, then try to find it at your local library or something, because it's a really awesome book. Aw, look at all the hearts in the chat. Look at all the stars in the chat. You guys are awesome. Here, I'll post mine. Look at us. The Axie Stack grows. The Axie Stack becomes better. Bigger. You are all so great. Seriously, you guys are the best. There's Haya, breaking format. Alright, and there you go. There's Haya in shadows. So, that's the whole stream. There you go. I taught you something about light, maybe. Look at that thumbnail. Alright. I am gonna call it a night then, I guess. We finished all the commissions. And, well, not finished. We have gotten them all to a nearly finished stage. Yeah. I'm gonna... So Thursday night, I will clean up all of those shadows. We'll put highlights on, we'll put texture on, we'll do all that good stuff. And yeah, it'll be good. You thought a sub would be a good idea? Well, I always appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Seriously, it's so incredible. I think I've said that in a mushy way like 8 times in the last week, but seriously, you guys are so many stars and crowns, and oh, it's so great. Axie's chat is a starfield. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Look how much purple there is. So much purple. Yeah, so let's go raid somebody. I want to get back into raiding. The Axie Stack needs to topple into more chats. Raid. Anybody have anyone you want me to raid? I was just gonna raid FC Nunn. He's playing Mass Effect again, and he's pretty funny. So, up to you guys, though. How many subs do I have now? That is an excellent question. Let me ask the dashboard. Or, oh, I could ask, oh yeah, the 2 people who subbed tonight, if you do not have your, Discord and your Twitch linked, do that, because then your name will turn blue in the Discord, and then you can go in the Discord, the sub-only chat. Not much happens in there, but you can have access to it. Subsplosion. I think you just have to put your Twitch username on your Discord profile. I think that's all you have to do. How many subs do I have 12 tier 1 subs, 3 tier 2 subs, and 2 tier 3. For a total 17 subscribers. Which is a lot. And you guys are great. Kind of like in being pink. Well, the sub perk in Discord is automatic, so I can't change it. So if you don't want to be blue, don't link your Discord with your Twitch. If that's something you don't want. Unfortunately, I can't change it, though. It's something that Twitch just kind of does. So, or it's something Discord does automatically, so... And you gifted a sub because you were in a good mood. So one of those is a gifted sub, yeah. Yeah. Give them a special color and give it priority. I don't think that I can do that. It's Taxi Prime, yeah. Well, because the Substack area, make things happen because apparently things don't happen. You guys talk in here sometimes, but not super often. It's just a fancy Discord thing. Oh, okay. You prefer to remain orange. Oh, I meant in the Discord, Nugget. You're green in the Discord. Because you're a mod. No, I just mean like if I go in the server settings on the Discord, it's the sub role is automatically synced by Discord. I don't choose that. I've seen it done on another server. I'm sure it has been done. I just don't know how to do it. And since the Discord automatically syncs it, you should be blue. Anyways, that's all for now. I'm gonna go to bed. Let's go jump into FC Nun's chat and watch him blow up some stuff in space for a little while. Hopefully you guys had a good night. Hopefully you had fun. Have a good rest of your day or a good rest of your night. And I will see you all tomorrow for more Okami. And we're gonna definitely get into more trouble because it's definitely not over. So, I'll see you guys later. You're the best. I love you all. Bye-bye.